Hey everyone, has anyone ever told you that an old computer mouse you were about to throw away could actually be turned into a homemade antenna device? It might sound hard to believe, but it's completely real. Alright, now let me show you how I managed to make it happen. The circuit board inside this computer mouse is extremely important. It plays a major role in almost 90% of the project, so I'm going to remove it very carefully. There are two important spots on this circuit board that everyone should pay attention to. I'm going to solder two short wires onto these connection points so the TV signal can pass through more steadily and reliably. For anyone who's new to soldering, I'm using a soldering technique to attach two short wires to these two important connection points on the circuit board. The item in my left hand is solder wire. When it's heated, it melts and flows into the joint area, helping the wires bond firmly to the board. This creates a stable and reliable electrical connection, making the circuit work more consistently and securely. The type of wire I'm using has an outer insulating layer, while inside it contains many fine copper strands that are tightly braided together. This structure makes the wire flexible, strong, and easy to route in tight spaces without breaking. At the same time, the inner copper core helps maintain stable signal transmission when connected properly, making it very useful for repairing and extending electronic circuits. So the two short wires have now been soldered onto the two important connection points on the circuit board. Next, I'm going to put the circuit board back into its original position inside the computer mouse. This small rectangular piece of wood I have here has a very suitable size. I actually designed it in advance to be used as the base for the antenna. And I'm going to use hot glue to firmly fix the computer mouse onto the wooden base, making sure everything stays in place securely. With the other two ends of the wires, I'm going to connect an additional plug connector so it will be easier for the next step when I install the TV signal transmission module. To prevent the plug connector from getting in the way, I'm going to secure it onto the wooden base so everything stays neat and stable. This is a female power plug connector. Its main function is to receive and securely hold the matching male plug, creating a stable electrical connection between components. In projects like this, it helps make the wiring more convenient and organized, allowing easy connection and disconnection without having to resolder or rebuild the circuit each time. Here I have prepared a piece of coaxial cable. It has a layered structure with a central copper conductor at the core, surrounded by an insulating layer, then a metallic shielding mesh, and finally an outer protective jacket. This design helps protect the signal from external interference and keeps it stable during transmission. Because of that, coaxial cable is widely used for carrying TV signals and other high-frequency data over longer distances with minimal loss and distortion. With this end of the coaxial cable, I'm going to connect it to a female plug connector. The other end will be handled later and prepared to link directly to the TV. This is a female F-type connector. It is designed to connect securely with coaxial cables, creating a tight and stable link for signal transmission. Inside, it has a threaded metal structure that allows it to screw onto the matching male connector, helping reduce signal loss and prevent interference. In setups like this, it's commonly used for TV and antenna systems to ensure a reliable and consistent signal connection. In addition, I've also installed a 90-degree F-type connector to make it easier to connect directly to the TV. This angled design helps reduce cable bending and makes the setup more compact and convenient, especially when space behind the TV is limited. So the homemade antenna device is now complete. Next, I'm going to take it out and test it right away to see how it performs in real conditions. Right now the TV is showing a no signal status. Now I'm going to connect this homemade antenna device directly to the TV and see if anything changes. And that's the whole process of turning simple old parts into a homemade antenna setup. Sometimes it's not about having expensive tools, but about understanding how each piece works together. Now the real fun begins, testing it in the real world and seeing what kind of signal we actually get. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next project.